Of course, as soon as I turn the camera on, there are dogs barking. There are men walking by the window, making eye contact with me as I'm filming. Move along, sir. There's nothing to see here. I'm just a famous YouTuber with millions of subscribers. Hey, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very exciting video. We are doing a book organization bookshelf video. As you can see, I have bookshelves behind me and I'm so excited. So I recently moved and I actually have bookshelves now, because before I was like living in a bedroom. So now I have an office, I have bookshelves. It's a fun time. So I finally get to put all my books on the shelves, which I'm going to show you today. It's probably going to be like a speed through of me putting things on shelves, organizing, and then I'm going to just give you like a general overview as I'm going through and explaining my thought process. So these are the Billy bookshelves from IKEA, because let's face it, I'm a basic bitch. So I picked up 1, 2, 3 of the normal size ones and then this skinny one here. It might be too much, actually. I might not have enough books, but that's great because then I can get more. And then I also have my little library cart here as well, like my TBR cart. So let me tell you, these shelves were a nightmare to get. IKEA, a nightmare. So I ordered things online because they wouldn't deliver the bookshelves. So you have to go pick them up, and IKEA is about like an hour away from me. So, you know, it's not too bad, but thank God Justin measured my trunk because these bookshelves would not fit in my trunk. So it's like, oh, come pick up these bookshelves that we don't deliver, but they don't fit in an SUV. What the fuck? So I had to borrow his dad's truck. So thank you. And then we drove out there, picked them up, and the woman at IKEA was like, oh, these are really heavy. Do you need help? I didn't realize that these were like 90 fucking pounds. So we got them in the car, brought them back here. We live upstairs. I couldn't lift these up the steps. So then his friend had to come over and help lift them up the stairs. Thank you, Doug. And then my friend Erin came over the next day. Thank you, Erin, and helped put them together. So this was literally a team effort to get these bookshelves in here and make my dreams come true. Hey, Mr. Scott, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Make your dreams come true. So this was literally a team effort. We put them together and then realized you can't mount them to the wall because it's drywall. So I think I would have to get like drywall hooks or something. But yeah, they might fall on me and crush me, but at least I would go out with a bang. I would literally go out with a bang, and I would die by something that I love. So I'm gonna put my books on the shelves. You're just gonna see me speed through this. I want to make it horror themed. I have some like horror themed decor. I will say I also would like to find a Billy from Saw, Billy the Puppet, bust. I really want like a bust or a planter. I know a company that's making one and I think it comes out this week. So I would like to order that. You might see that at some point. I'm hoping I can snatch one up. I'm gonna get started here because I'm seeing Coheed tonight and I gotta speed this up. So let me show you what I'm working with here. These are all of them. So all of these I'm gonna be putting away and packing on shelves. The gang's all here. I might actually get rid of some of these. Like some of these I'm gonna put to the side because I don't think I want them. So this is like a declutter slash organization here. So this is how far I've gotten so far. These down here are all my like nonfiction health books. These are just regular nonfiction. Then these are all like contemporary. There's some like historical fiction, basically anything that's not thriller or horror. And there's like some cozy mysteries like The Maid down there. I want to have a Grady Hendrix shelf because I'm obsessed with him. So that's going to be a dedicated Grady Hendrix area. I'm going to have a Junji Ito shelf. And then I'm going to have a Stephen King shelf because I want to put Jack on the Stephen King shelf. So that is that. So that's how far I've gotten. I am sweating to death from all these lights, so I'm gonna take a break. Okay, so this is how far I've gotten over here. So I don't know if it's gonna stay like this, but I have a lot of room and not that many books left. I have all my thrillers left. So I put all the horror books on their shelves. Okay, so this is kind of like a general overview of everything. As you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's one down here that I'll show you is completely empty. So I have a lot of space for new books, which is great. But I have to not get too crazy because these are the only bookshelves that I could possibly fit in this apartment. So like this is it. It's not going to change unless I buy a house one day with a library. In this economy, I don't know if that'll ever happen. And also my TBR cart over here is completely empty. So yeah, I have a lot of space, which is great. So as you can see, these two shelves up here on the far left, completely empty. I just have my random jewelry organizer over here, which is from Mayhem Made, as well as this Scream planter. This is a planter. I don't know if it's showing up on camera. Those are both from Mayhem Made. And then these two shelves also empty. I have my little book skeleton guy from At Home. I have this random drawing of Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance. Don't judge me. My hair ties are there. And my Elm Street sign is down here. That's from Amazon, in case you're curious. I didn't know where else to put it for now. Then, as you saw earlier, these are my two nonfiction shelves. These books here are all my like health, endometriosis, hormone, pain books. And then these are all like, I have autobiographies. Don't judge me. I was obsessed with Eminem in middle school and someone bought that book for me. Yeah. And then I have some like true crime books. Steve-O I'm obsessed with. Some like kind of spirituality books, my crystal book, my random candles that I didn't know what to do with, exciting stuff. Moving over, actually, this is another shelf that's empty. So I have 6 empty shelves. That's fucking awesome. Okay, so up here, this Michael Myers home sign is from Etsy. I'll leave everything linked if I can find it. That bust, it's a candle holder, is from Bath & Body Works. Moving down, you saw this shelf. These are all my like novellas and short horror story collection. So I have like my Judith Sonnets, my Samantha Kolesniks, Eric LaRocca, Christopher Triana, some random novellas. Also my like Gillian Flynn, the grown-up, is over here. Tender as the Flesh is like one of my all-time favorite shorter horror books. And then in the middle here, these are all my horror anthologies. The Little Skeleton Guys from Michaels and The Ghost. I don't know where that's from. That was a gift from my boyfriend's mom. This is my Grady Hendrix shelf. Obviously, I am obsessed with the man. Like, I am borderline insane. That little creepy doll head right there is from Etsy, and that is a real succulent that is in there as well. Moving down, these are just like some random horror books. So a lot of these I haven't read. A lot of these are just like random horror books. I guess Goblin by Josh Malerman is also a short story collection, but I kind of wanted my authors on the same shelf. So as you'll see, like, there's a lot of Jennifer Hilliers on this shelf. My 2 Josh Malerman books that I own are on this shelf. I have Ronald Malfi on this shelf. So I kind of wanted to keep them all in the same section if I could. And Frankenstein is on display because it's gorgeous. And then down here, also just like more horror books. A lot of these are extreme horror, like The Groomer by John Athen. I have The Girl Next Door by Jack Ketchum. Some random horror books that I still have yet to read. I have my Paul Tremblay books down here, just like Mother's on display because it's gorgeous and I love it. And then I have my 2 books by Brom, Slewfoot and Krampus on display because his art is gorgeous. And then on the bottom, I showed you guys this. These are all my like historical fictions, contemporaries, cozy mysteries. A lot of Alice Osman. I have the entire Heartstopper collection now, which I need to finish. And then for this middle section with the shorter shelves, up here I just have a random plant. It's fake, it's from Target. This section here, these are all my Riley Sager and Alice Feeney books. I do not have House Across the Lake because I hated it and I sold it. But I have all the others, and then all Alice Feeney books. Down here, this is my Junji Ito shelf and a candle. This little Billy figurine is from Amazon. It's just like a random action figure. But I'm obsessed with him. The Saw movies are my all-time favorite movies, by the way, so like, duh. And that's why I really want a Billy from Saw puppet, because I'm obsessed. I had to turn the light off because there was such a glare. But down here, these are my Anya Alborn books. I only physically own 3, but I read more. And then, of course, I had to put Brother and Survivor on display because they are my 2 all-time favorite books that I never shut up about. And I'm kind of like known for loving those 2 books on YouTube. And I have an entire vlog where I read them for the first time, back to back, and they're my all-time faves. Down here, these are just random YA books. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and White Smoke are the only 2 that I've read. I'd really like to read Good Girl, Bad Blood soon, which is the sequel. It's a trilogy, but I really loved the first book, so I'm hoping that I will love it. I don't read much YA, but yeah. My Dearest Darkest, I've also heard really great things about, so yeah. Down here, this is just a random shelf with like this tin of Goosebumps books, and then all my Lock and Key graphic novels by Joe Hill. I didn't know what else to do with them. I also just ordered Creepshow by Stephen King, which will go down there. Basically, like any kind of graphic novels that don't fit anywhere, I think I'm just gonna pop down here. And this shelf up here, we're getting into the thrillers. These are all my Karen Slaughters that I own. Pretty Girls is my favorite thriller of all time. I have Gillian Flynn, John Mars, and then some random thrillers over here. I have some Sarah Pinborough and random stuff. Moving down, we have another skeleton from Michaels. I have all my Lisa Jewell books, all my Sherry Lapina books, all my Jennifer Hilliers that I own, and The Silent Patient is on display because my other favorite thriller. Down here, this is my Stephen King shelf. I wanted a dedicated shelf so I could put Jack in there from The Shining. That's from Etsy. This little candle holder is from Yankee Candle. And then these colorful ones are the like UK edition paperbacks with the colorful spines. I'm not the biggest Stephen King fan, if I'm being completely honest, but there are some bangers that I love, like Misery, Pet Sematary. I want to do a reread of Salem's Lot because I remember loving that one. So yeah. Then down here, just some more random thrillers. I'd say about half of these I have read and half of them I have not. And then down here, I just have more random thrillers. This like faux pothos plant, is that what it is, from Target. And then another empty shelf for more books. Empty ass book cart that I need to fill up with my TBR. Shits and gigs, I'm also gonna show you this bookshelf. This is in our living room. There's one out here. These are Justin's fiction books. There's a lot of like Dean Koontz sci-fi, that sort of thing. And then there's one in the bedroom with nonfiction books. That's mostly like his wildlife stuff for work, but I wanted to show you these two shelves. These are most of our Coheed things. I knew I wanted to do like some sort of display, and we have all of the comics and graphic novels and books. So I have some of them on display here. I have like the creature mask from the Unheavenly Creatures box, and then we have the Quintillion speaker from the newest box set, A Window of the Waking Mind, and then we have a couple of like the books and stuff on display. But that is this bookshelf here. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be sure to see you in my next video. I really want to get a chair right here, and I want this to be my filming area. So let me know where I can get a cute, inexpensive chair, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!